All right, back again. Let's Paint TV. Let's 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 drink coffee. TV. Okay, day 500. Or so. Oh, all right, I think we're just gonna drink a lot of coffee today. But no, I should get going here. We will get going here. But let me drink my coffee first. Feel free to call us 818-528-4516. I'm gonna get some more coffee. And I recommend that you do too. Maybe not. Let's see here. Command C. Command V. Boom. Okay, let's get some coffee. I'm gonna get some coffee. I gotta put some shoes on too. Let me get some shoes here. Give me a couple of minutes. Be right back. Get some water too. Gotta get some water. All right, back back here for another duration. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, but I would like to drink coffee at the same time as putting on my socks and shoes. You know, people don't really say that, do they? All right, let me fix this camera shot. I got to do this. Get it over with. People always say shoes and socks. I'm going to put on my shoes and socks. But if you think about it, how can you be putting on your shoes and socks? Meaning you put your shoes on first, then your socks. I believe that it should be put your socks and shoes, but it doesn't sound right, does it? Doesn't sound too good, does it? All right, well, anyway, I'd like to simultaneously drink coffee and put my shoes and socks on. If anyone could do it, it would be me, wouldn't it? Well, let's see if we can pull this off. There, we get a camera shot on there. How about that? Is that good? Sort of good. Revon says socks and shoes. I think the prevailing winds, though, is that it's shoes and socks. But what do I know? All right, well, I'm not going to be able, I don't know if you could, I guess you could, but I'm just not going to worry about it. Let's just get them on. Get it going. Whoops, there goes the camera. So much for that. You want to call the program, you can. 818-528-4516. We are basically trying to figure out what to do next in the studio. What to do as artists, as human beings. What is the next mode of our next movement, our next bowel movement of sorts? Though that's not really an issue at the moment. Not worried about that at the moment. Feel free to call us here, 818-528-4516, 818-528-4516. We were working on that painting yesterday, the flower painting. I put it up, and I kind of, I'm not convinced that it's really very, that there's anything really to it. Sometimes that's kind of frustrating, I gotta say. That part of art making is the I think you guys got me picking my nose there. Anyway, 818-528-4516. We'll take your calls here in a second. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep commiserating on my outlook on life. And then hopefully we snap out of it. Always to our advantage. I'm looking at the painting that I thought I liked that was done the George Foreman grill, and I gotta say it's I think it could use some more work. All right, so so I might mess it up, rework it, play with it. Why not? It's all right. That's possible. Anything's possible here at Let's Paint TV. Or not. Feel free to call us here, 818-528-4516. We're taking your calls on really anything that you might want to talk about. I was doing my taxes. Actually, I'm going to finish that later on the day, but I began doing my taxes, which is really only about a month left, and so we're all bound to be hitting that moment where we got to sit down and do the taxes, and so I did that. Always kind of interesting to see, because that's usually that's the time when I kind of tally up things and decide, figure out, you know, how the previous year was. It wasn't such a great year, but I'm grateful that it was at least some kind of year. You know, it wasn't a total zero, which would be amazingly impossible. You would just, you know, would not be able to survive if you couldn't make any money. We all got to find a way to make money, which is sometimes it's, if you don't worry about it, you'd probably be better off. I worry that I have the worry gene, so I worry about stuff like that along with other things to worry about. So it's always something to grapple with. But usually things work themselves out for better or worse. So the artist's work is never done. That's right. Well, I'll tell you what, the making art and being an artist is sort of a strange lifestyle. It's slightly different compared to other forms of existence. And as such, yeah, it is. It can be a sort of this strange struggle of sorts. All right, so checking my emails. We got a few people in the house here. 8 people watching. All right, and tell your friends. We got a lot of excitement here today. I keep saying this, and it's kind of true, but it seems like we are definitely treading on no treads. We're basically running on ether. But we do get a couple of jangles. We do get a couple of things out to the pasture. We do put forth every once in a while, I guess, some form of interest on some level. We could only hope so. We could only hope that there's a little smidgen of inspiration in our low battery phase of operation. And I always say that it's probably a lot to do with the fact that we do this show at a early morning hour. Probably not the best thing to be doing, but I guess I like that too for some strange reason. I always think too, the idea, well, you know, comedy, you know, probably don't want to be doing comedy in the morning. But I remember David Letterman years ago, before he did the Tonight Show, or late night or whatever with David Letterman. He did a morning show on NBC. He actually did do a morning show. I think it wasn't very long. I mean, I think, and I wonder what he ever, how, was there ever an issue about keeping the funny? But some people are good about having funny in the morning, I think it's just a matter of having the club behind you, having backing. That always makes a big difference. So, all right, so we're looking at stuff here back and forth. Yeah, later on. The reason why, this is the reason why I do the show at this time of day. And it's because I don't want to, if I were to commit this to just once a week, which maybe I should probably just do this show once a week. But I don't want to commit to doing this kind of programming that is every day at a, like say in the middle of the day or late at the evening hours, only because a lot of times I'm busy doing other things, or I had been. Maybe if it was financially feasible to move to those later hours, maybe I would. I haven't figured it out. Maybe I would. Maybe I would. It's a little bit of a habit that we have also. With this all going down as it does every day, Monday through Friday, 11 to 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. I'd have to change my change some stuff. But, you know, we could try that. We could try that. What time? Yeah, once a week. You know, most people do once a week. But again, see, if I change it once a week, the thing is, see, even if I do the show once a week, it is, there's no guarantee that I'm going to provide anything better than what I'm providing to you now every day. Plus, thing is, the reason why I like this too is it gets me to paint. I'm actually painting, you see. And so I'm kind of trudging away in the studio. So it makes me productive. So I guess in that sense, I feel as if that's a good thing. But it is one of these deals that I cannot figure out one way or the other. I haven't figured out my life. That's for sure. Let me get my. At times I have, but other times I feel, and I think that's the feel somewhat at a loss. But those are growing pains of sorts, or setbacks at times. But we keep going. Doing it once a week is like going against nature or something. Well, I could still do something once a week, but I'd still like doing this the way it is now. The reason why I don't mind doing this show is because I'm not really, I mean, at times I can get into the whole swing of things, but at the same time I can just hang out and do nothing, which I'm doing right now. And so that is nothing wrong with that kind of deal. let me try to figure out what I want to try to paint today. I'm tempted to rework something here. What would it be? I don't know at the moment, but I'm tempted to do just that. Do some reworking. So, you know, I think too, the other thing is that as an artist, you go, what's it, why bother doing anything, you know? It's like, I know you can't hear me right now. Sorry, you can't hear me, could you? All right, so I do see that painting. Could use some more work. I'm not convinced that painting is that's the idea. Continue doing this show, getting ready for your day, chatting and hanging out, doing some paintings, and then something later in the day, maybe once a week. Yeah, I think that's the, and then, you know, we'll see how it goes. I mean, maybe I don't do this every day or whatever, but yeah. After dark, after hours. Yeah. Something like that. I don't know, Saturday night, whatever. I don't know. Late night shows. Like, what's late night? Late night, let's paint. Yeah, you know, it does have a good ring to it, doesn't it? It wouldn't be hard to do. I mean, after all, I'm most likely going to be here. And, you know, maybe 1 week or two I'm not around. You know, it's not no show or something. Okay. All right. So we just figured something out. How about that? Okay. So let me. I want to rework this painting. It's just not something telling me that this needs some more work. Whoops. All right, we got our knee braces on. Got my treadmill up and running. I got a canvas ready to kind of ruin a little bit. Right, after dark on the West Coast would be too late on the East Coast. You're right. Well, I'm thinking it would probably be maybe 7 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock. New Yorkers generally stay up late. See, if I do something at 8 o'clock, then you would have, you know, it'd be 11 o'clock New York time, East Coast time. And then Eric says after hours or late night doesn't work on the internet because it's daytime somewhere in the world anyway. That's true, but if we're just playing to people here in the United States, then, you know, we could do it that way. It's something to consider. You know, try it once, move it around. I kind of would be fun to actually set up shop at another studio that does Samuel loves the painting I'm working on. This one right now, this big one. Oh, thank you, Samuel. I thought I was finished with it, and then I was looking at it, and I go, I need to do something more to it because it's not. It has the energy. I like the energy, but this stuff I put on the side, I don't feel like it was really amounting to much. So I'm just going to kind of recontextualize it somehow. Do something to it. I don't know, but at least mess it up just a tad bit. I think it wouldn't hurt to do that. 2.3. It is kind of a self, definitely. It's also I took the image from a still from a video, so that's kind of interesting. I'm gonna try to rework that thumb a little bit more. Now I would have like kind of blue hands, wouldn't I? Maybe I should put some blue hands here. Why don't I put a blue hand? Since that would be blue, I would generally be wearing blue hands. All right, let me get some. I painted most of it on the treadmill, yeah. In fact, so far I have painted all of it on the treadmill. Let me get some more paint on here, onto the canvas, onto the palette. Let's get some green. Let's take your calls, 818-528-4516. Green, there's some, get some white over here. This tends to be the hardest part of the painting process, along with a lot of things, because just getting started, but also just putting down paint on the palette. That seems to suck up a lot of energy, psychological and emotional. And then just deciding on what to paint. That's always a problem, I find. But okay, so let's put some yellow ochre here. We got the blue. We need some alizarin crimson. And I know I got a thing of it over here. Let's go get some of that. So 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time would be good, huh? I kind of could see it being that time slot. I don't know. 7 or 8. Maybe not much later. Okay, I need some red, I guess. Do I really need it? I probably could use it. Some red. Let's put some red down. Okay. Got some red. Okay, I pretty much got all my colors for now. Let's get back up to speed here. You're watching Let's Paint TV. We're somewhat pursuing something. We are pursuing the sanctity of the creative process, I guess. We are mustering on. We are continuing on through thick or thin. Okay, so I'm going to put some blue. They're kind of green blue gloves. .5 miles an hour. Later in the evening would be a good time for your nude Avengers painting. Yeah, I guess so. We should do that. I was thinking about doing that today, and then I kind of decided I wanted to mess up this painting. It was kind of talking to me. This painting was talking to me. It's like, you need some help. Okay, so there you go. Put some paint down on the canvas. At the very least, it's an interesting color, which I like. I like that. Regardless of that, it doesn't really make too much sense. Why would you be wearing latex gloves while you're cooking? 2.5 miles. Okay, so there's the hand that rocks the cradle. And then I need to put my arm. That's my jacket. Okay. .5, not much of a run here. Let's go a little faster, I guess. 3. Go to 3. Watching Let's Paint TV. Trying to get our creativity exercise on. Taking your calls. Just hanging out. Getting some painting going on here. Trying to figure out what's going on. Chilling. Okay, so there's that. That kind of works-ish. Maybe some shadow on the no, I don't really miss the shout outs, not at all. I don't need that in my life. Okay, so there's that. But I do miss the calls. I like the calls, and I like the weird calls, and you know, that's good. I don't want to, you know, go much further than that, though. I don't need any of that nonsense. Okay, so that's the glove. Looks like a glove, kind of. Okay, here we got a first call of the day. Hello, caller. You're on Let's Paint TV.
Yeah, big time shout out to my main man, Little Sweepy. Also, Crest Toothpaste. What's up? What's up, my best man, my wedding, Flonase nasal spray. Also, mini shampoo bottle. Big shout outs, big ups, my ninjas.
All right. Now that's good. I like that. That was good. All right. You want to call a program? You can. The phones work. 818-528-4516. We are, for all intents and purposes, We're just painting. We're hanging out. That's what we're doing. Okay. But you can call us, 818-528-4516. You got questions? 0.41 miles already gone. And we're just chilling, taking it easy. Putting some new life into a painting that in some ways I thought might have been done, but I feel good that I have really, taken it a little further. You never know when that is, or what the right time for that is. Okay, let's take another call here. Hello, caller, you're on Let's Paint TV. Hi.
Hi, how you doing? Well, actually, that guy was calling out the Flonase. He's got it all wrong. It's got to go to Nasacort.
Okay, let's take another call here. Hello, caller, you're on Let's Paint TV. Hi.
Hey, John, I was wondering how much coffee you've had today.
Well, it looks like probably two big cups.
Yeah. You ever have to go to the bathroom in the middle of your show? Actually, I think you did yesterday, didn't you?
I did. Yes, I did. I drank so much I was going to pee in my pants. I just had to leave.
Oh, that would have been funny if you did it on the screen. That would have been cool.
Yeah, it would have been, but it would have been a little messy.
Yeah. Well, have you ever peed on a painting? Because I know you spit on paintings and stuff.
Yeah, no, I haven't done any of that. I haven't ejaculated or peed on the painting or, crapped on a painting or nothing. But, all right, let's take another call here. Hello, caller, you're on Let's Paint TV. Hi. Hello. Okay, I guess they hung up. All right, got a little run of calls there. Fantastic. 818-528-4516. And we'll take your calls while we paint and exercise and commiserate our creative, lackluster energies, force fields that we're trying to recharge. We're trying to recharge our existence as human beings through exercise and creativity. All right, feel free to call us here, 818-528-4516. 818-528-4516. So this area over here kind of sucks. And I think I kind of resolved this, though. I like that. I like how I added that blue up there. It's kind of cool. And but I could use some more details. I'm kind of looking at my own glove at the same time. So let's see here if we can do that. Just a little hint of some light hitting the, and then there'll be some, I guess there would be something like that, I guess. Get some light on the top up there. Okay, that's good. Let me get rid of that line there. Thanks everybody for contributing to our Kickstarter drive that we got going. It's still, I think, another like 20 days left for the audio mixer. You can find that link at letspainttv.com, and you can still contribute. Even though we already got the mixer, we can still use additional monies to keep the show up and running. So feel free to do that. Also, there's some great rewards. There's some great rewards there that you guys can definitely get in on. Get in on those rewards. Let's see, 3 miles an hour and 78 calories, 780, and distance of just 64 miles, 0.64 sometimes you do something with the brush and it just doesn't do you no good. But that's all right. We make that observation and we make corrections. Okay, so I'm happy with the blue thing for some reason. And then this area here, this area I just bothers me. So I think we're just gonna, we can maybe add something back here. I don't know. But right now I need to do something to it. So I'm just gonna, maybe something will show up. Maybe we'll figure out what that is at some point. But I do like the idea of getting rid of what I had, or at least breaking it up in some form or fashion. Which is really what reality is, breaking it up in some form or fashion. Not necessarily in a positive way, or it could be negative, depending on how you take it. How do you take your coffee? Yeah, I just take my coffee straight, no chasers. Tends to be the case. Feel free to call us here, 818-528-4516. We are just kind of plugging away here with the show and reading your chats, taking your calls. Should be a canvas with a painting of you painting the painting. Yeah, I'm thinking of adding some kind of because this is well, I got a photograph here actually, and this isn't the best photo readout, but anyway, I have a photo readout of what I'm kind of using, a photo reference of a digital from one of the videos, video still. They call it a video still. Okay, I'm getting a little sweaty. Anyway, so that I'm interested in that idea that this is kind of somehow inspired by that. So applying a third effect, or not being so literal, or offering a different illusion is well a-okay, but in my book here. But I'm not really certain where to go at the moment with it. I'm not sold on doing anything other than just maybe just putting some paint down. Sometimes, painting is just the need to just put the paint down. It's kind of like bicycling sometimes, or walking, or taking a dump. You just kind of got to do it without really needing anything more than the visceral, the viscosity, the feeling of the paint, of the mark making. And so we're kind of somewhat engaged in that a little bit here at the moment. 3 miles an hour. Getting a little sweaty, 1.02 miles. I'll tell you though, this is already feeling a little better on some levels, which is good. I'm okay with that. I think I gotta nothing like thinking out loud but not clarifying exactly what you're trying to think or say. Yeah, so well, we can trial and error, I guess, this, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, as we know. That's the one thing that we do pride ourselves in, and that is willing to fail, willing to screw things up. Though, ideally, I guess, and that's the problem is that we don't want to. At the same time, we don't want to screw things up, and so we're always in a battle with ourselves because of that. We are always looking for some sort of clarity, an answer to the madness, and so because of such, it can get a little complicated. Something as simple as painting. Of course, we can approach painting in a more technical way, in a more craftsman-like way, and when you do go that route, you can avoid a lot of pitfalls. You can avoid a lot of psychological mayhem because it's just a matter of building a house. It's just you know, A, B, C, D. There is nothing to it kind of thing. And I'm somewhat envious of that kind of route. But I think the end results on that kind of work is pretty uninteresting, usually pretty uninteresting and uneventful, and misses the point of the human psyche, the human element, humanity. I think it misses that when you strictly go that route, I feel. Though you can't avoid your own input even in that kind of work. Anyway, I'm basically, I get envious, or I am envious of that. It seems at times, particularly when I'm struggling. I'm more envious when I'm struggling. When I got it all, when it all clicks, then I'm maybe not. Could care less as much. Okay, that area I can't get to so much. Okay, DJ Euro Sham. Yeah, I'm kind of working my way into a darker background, yes. So you are concurring with me also. Yeah, it's too grayed out for sure. And that happens. I have a tendency to kind of go that route sometimes because my brush can be 1 mile, guys, 1 mile already. My brush can be sometimes laden with leftover white and stuff. And when that's the case, then I run into that problem of kind of a grayed out everything. But I am gonna knock that part out for the most part. And, you know, maybe that's all we need to do, kind of deal. Sometimes we think that you know, maybe we don't need to add another element, the fifth element. But at the same time, we're definitely willing and prepared to, if need be, add more to it. More dimension, more subject matter, more elements, a fifth element, which we have not done yet. And so maybe we could do that. Trying to use that big brush also as best we can. I can't really get there without probably falling, so let me just stop and get this guy off. All right, that's gonna be okay. But we got rid of that white kind of gray for the most part, which was definitely not the most not always the most helpful. But anyway, we'll leave some of it. All right. You're watching Let's Paint TV. Thanks again for being here. Let's get back on the treadmill. We are on the treadmill. Taking your calls, 818-528-4516. Got going here. through thick or thin, we've figured something out. We've resurrected something that might have been thought of as maybe done, and now we are reworking. And you know, there's some kind of there can be something kind of I don't know, frustrating about it, I guess, but you know, it's just how you look at it. So if we look at it the other way of liberating and resurrecting, then if you're resurrecting, then it should, you know, then it should not be frustrating, you know. Resurrection should not be frustration, you know, though it tends to be. We because we second guess ourselves, or we're wondering, you know, wait a second, wait, you know, what was going on here? What's going on? All right, so well, we brought some clarity here. I probably need to do something to the background, but I'm not so pervy to know exactly what that is at the moment, and I guess I'm afraid to make a move. Was it really going to be a Hulk Hogan grilling machine? Wow. I didn't know that. All right. Feel free to call us here, 818-528-4516. We are 1.15 miles. Gained a little bit of a sweat in, gained some pain in. Resurrecting. Resurrection should not be frustration. But it can be. It can be. I'm going to just put that. I'll just stop everything, hold the presses, and let's put that down on our Facebook quote of the day. Resurrection should not be frustration. All right. 818-528-4516. Let's let the ball game. Let the games begin. Wow. So is that true? Wow. Hulk Hogan was offered it, and George Foreman came in, and that really resurrected his career, if you will. Maybe. I mean, it sure as hell been a positive all around for him, I would say. I have much love for George Foreman, and for that matter, Hulk Hogan, who I actually met once, and he seemed like a really nice guy. Okay, as a lot of people are. Sometimes they say sometimes people, you know, are assholes, but I think probably more times than not they're generally nice people. But I could be wrong, couldn't I? Okay, so I kind of like what's going on over here, you know, just how the paint is done. But again, I'm having some issues over here, as if it is unfinished business stuff that cannot be figured out at the moment. Maybe a loaf of bread. Let's put some elements in here. How about that? I mean, at least we can always take that stuff off, but at least we can put it in there. Sometimes you got to throw in the kitchen sink, guys. Is my my thought process at times, and I think maybe we can consider doing that here today. So if that's a loaf of bread, wrappers. I don't know if that's really what I want. We might have to. Or maybe I need a. Maybe I should get a actual loaf of bread to actually use as reference. You know, that would probably be the best thing to do. Why don't we do that? Because that would be pretty sweet if we could get it right. Also, maybe if I did something, well, I don't know. If that's a loaf of bread, maybe it's bigger. Wouldn't that loaf of bread be kind of bigger? Wouldn't it be kind of there, like that? Anyway, it's structurally, it looks like it's dynamic. It's got a little more dynamic going on. And like I said, we maybe use real reference for that. Maybe other elements that might be in the kitchen off into the background. But I'm afraid our time is coming to a close here. 1.26 miles. We really didn't. We got some going here. We got some going here, guys. We took some calls. We supercharged, revitalized the no-fly zone. We cleaned it up, and we also ruined it at the same time. So with that in mind, guys, I think we're going to taper off just a tad bit. I think the next step is to probably get a loaf of bread off to the right, and maybe put that info there. That would be somewhat interesting. Maybe it's not like that. Maybe it's more like that. I don't know. Just put some other elements. They don't have to be so brightly colored or nothing, but maybe that's what we need. Seems like something needs to be there, though. I'm thinking maybe a person too, like myself, which I know I had a picture of myself kind of in this section here, so maybe I could put myself in here like that, even though that looks weird, but that's all right. So it's sort of a background in the back. All right, well, we're playing with it, and I like that. It was not satisfied. I was not satisfied with what I had, and so we are on to something here on the program, and I like that. I like that. So, guys, we're gonna just call it close up shop here. 1.32 miles. Not a big run that we put forth here today, but we did definitely run out of ideas, and then at the same time we created new ones, new ideas. And how did that happen? That happened because we mustered on. We kept on going. We kept on trying, and we're willing to fail. We're willing to destruct and resurrect and all that kind of stuff. I think I got a spider bite. I don't know how that happened. How did a spider must have crawled up while I was running on the treadmill and bit me or something. Well, guys, it's 12 noon here on the West Coast. We're going to say goodbye. Again, don't forget, if you like what this program, what we do here every day, Monday through Friday, 11 to 12 noon. Yeah, it looks good from the outside. I think if I can get a loaf of bread, maybe, that might be, that could help. Or you know, other elements to surround the Foreman grill, maybe cooking elements. could be of interest, I suspect, or maybe a big old face. Okay, anyway, we'll play with that. Maybe we got something to do tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Oh, by the way, you like this program, you like our battles in creativity that we provide each and every day through multiple levels of persuasion, frustration, failure, experimentation, you name it, throw in the kitchen sink. We're here for you every day, Monday through Friday, 11 to 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. And your support is duly appreciated. Go to letspainttv.com. There's the link there, or go to patreon.com/letspainttv. As little as $1 a month. We also have a Kickstarter campaign also that you can contribute to, and there's some lovely gifts there. That's it for us here. Thanks again for watching and being there, and thanks for your support.